Emotional pain, particularly from broken relationships or unfulfilled love, can leave deep scars on the human psyche. As Carl Rogers, I believe that healing comes from self-acceptance and an environment that fosters unconditional positive regard. Love and connection are fundamental to our well-being, but when they bring pain, we must learn how to heal, grow, and rediscover our intrinsic worth. The pain of a broken heart is not just metaphorical. It has real psychological and physiological effects. Neuroscientific studies show that emotional pain activates the same brain regions as physical pain, emphasizing the depth of human suffering when love is lost or betrayed. Denial often becomes a defense mechanism. Yet, true healing begins when we allow ourselves to fully experience and acknowledge our emotions without self-judgment. Instead of suppressing pain, we must listen to what it teaches us about our needs, values, and capacity for love. One of the core principles of humanistic psychology is self-compassion. Instead of criticizing ourselves for the end of a relationship or for the emotional wounds we carry, we must embrace the same kindness we would offer a close friend. Unconditional positive regard, a term I frequently use, suggests that healing flourishes in an environment of acceptance. When we treat ourselves with empathy, rather than judgment, we open the door to transformation. Seeking supportive relationships, whether through therapy or friendships, can help us rediscover our self-worth and resilience. Forgiveness is not about excusing the hurt caused by another, but about freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment. Research in psychology suggests that those who practice forgiveness experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. By choosing to release anger and pain, we regain control over our emotions and move toward healing. Self-forgiveness is just as essential. We often blame ourselves for failed relationships, for not being enough, or for making mistakes. However, embracing our imperfections and understanding that we did the best we could at the time fosters personal growth and inner peace. Healing from emotional wounds is not a linear process, but there are approaches that can facilitate self-discovery and renewal. Writing about emotions provides clarity and helps process pain constructively. Being present with our feelings, rather than avoiding them, allows for greater emotional regulation. Engaging in open conversations with a therapist or trusted confidant helps validate our experiences and accelerates healing. Redirecting focus toward creative outlets, hobbies, or acts of service fosters a sense of purpose beyond past pain. Healing does not mean erasing the past, but integrating our experiences into a new narrative of resilience and self-awareness. Painful experiences can serve as catalysts for profound personal transformation. Self-actualization, as Maslow suggests, is the highest form of human fulfillment. When we learn from our emotional wounds rather than letting them define us, we step closer to living authentically and meaningfully. It is natural to feel lost, heartbroken, or overwhelmed when facing emotional wounds. However, what if pain was not just an ending, but also a doorway to new beginnings? Often, the most profound growth comes from the most difficult experiences. Many who have endured deep emotional suffering later find a renewed sense of self, stronger relationships, and a greater appreciation for life. Pain teaches us resilience, empathy, and the capacity to love again. Not in the same way, but in a deeper, more conscious manner. Instead of seeing your wounds as a sign of weakness, view them as evidence of your strength. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to your courage. Healing is not about erasing the past, but about learning to carry it with grace and wisdom. You are not broken, you are evolving. Healing is a continuous process, one that unfolds with patience, self-love, and intentional growth. If this message resonates with you, know that you are not alone. Together, we can navigate the path toward inner peace and emotional well-being. For more insights, guidance, and personal stories about healing and self-discovery, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. In the upcoming episodes, we will explore deeper strategies, real-life healing journeys, and transformative practices that can help you move forward with strength and clarity. The journey to healing emotional wounds is deeply personal but universally possible. Through self-compassion, forgiveness, and human connection, we reclaim our emotional well-being. As I often say, the good life is a process, not a state of being. It is a direction, not a destination. Healing is not about reaching perfection, but about embracing our humanity with kindness and courage. I will share with you more healing videos, help you feel lighter, more motivated in this life. Please help me have more motivation to make videos by subscribing to the channel, sharing with people who need this video like you. Thank you very much.